What's up, guys? Back in today with more Mechanical Marie, this time with episode 10. It was a pretty fun episode last week. We did have it's definitely not Lloyd, is it? You guys are terrible with the names. But our main male lead actually found out that Marie is in fact not a robot. Like, confirmation. It's not one of those classic kind of mix-up, like, is she, isn't she? No, he absolutely knows that she is a human, I think. Caught onto all the signs, the heartbeat and so on. Yeah, he's again surprisingly not kind of dissuade from the relationship, which is interesting, isn't it? But yeah, looking forward to seeing how it does kind of continue from here. I did look up the source material after last week because I was a bit like kind of surprised that this actually happened. I don't think there is awful lot of source material out for this show. I'm not sure if it's like I can't remember if it's completed or not, but I looked it up and there wasn't actually too many kind of chapters out. I think it was like 10 or something. Maybe I'm talking nonsense, but I swear I saw it was like 10 chapters, which I thought was a bit like, how are you going to have a 12 episode season with 10 chapters? So I will just make sure quickly, but I'm pretty sure that was the case. Or at least there was only like discussions about 10 chapters. 6 volumes, that's probably what I meant. At least 19 chapters. That's a bit more okay, I guess. Still kind of surprising when it's usually like they adapt 2 chapters per episode. Oh, he's worried, is he? I mean, there's clearly a difference, but what's the difference now that she's a human versus doing those same actions to a robot? It's just weird. The robots probably, I mean, definitely don't have the same rights as humans have. This is something I'm quite interested with AI. If we do create artificial intelligence like this, where they are like, they have emotions and such, what rights and such will they have? We'd have to give them human rights, no? I feel like we wouldn't, but it would absolutely be moral too if we're creating that. But totally different question, I guess. As I was saying, just as weird doing that to a robot as it is to a human. So, but one of them's probably illegal. Arthur. Yeah, she doesn't quite know that he knows yet. You've got to be the one that acts. I haven't had a cupcake that looks like that in a while. I would very much like one. It's amazing, that, isn't it? The realization sets in just when one thing, like, nothing's actually different, but just when his thought process is slightly changed, puts a new spin on everything, doesn't it? Quite easy how our whole lives can be affected like that. Oh dear. These guys got all these fucking, an old Solid Snake, got took their outfits, blended in, all just get caught instantly. That little Dummy Disco. How can you say no to that? I know this might sound stupid, but do you reckon anyone's ever actually died of like seeing something too cute or nice? I mean, yesterday I saw a tweet about a woman that lives here in the UK that had like a heart attack or something. No, it was like a psychotic episode because her freezer or fridge played a Pluribus advert that used her name. I mean, that's slightly different, but again, I can't say anything could happen. Someone's been too moe. I don't know. When someone's like cute like that, it's usually quite. I expect them to lower the heart rate, so I was gonna say maybe someone's had a heart attack that has seen something so cute. But I don't think that'd be cute. I don't know. Ooh. Used to love the amusement park as a kid. Why? Don't fit in the car. I know for a fact there's a seat at the front right there. Wanted to get the wheels spinning, I guess. Oh, these guys are fucking everywhere, aren't they? Uncle Rusty. I swear, every time we go out anywhere, these guys are here. I'm kind of surprised we haven't actually seen much of them yet. Like, we haven't had like any kind of longer than 2 minute kind of look into them as people. Beyonce. So I think we saw her in the preview, didn't we? And in that beach episode. These were episode 8. Yeah, she was. Can't be doing that. Lolly. I mean, I was kind of happy they didn't change the subtitles of the episode 8 thing, but then they, I guess, how do you translate lolly? I mean, you just say that, wouldn't you? You guys know I'm not a massive fan of that genre of things, but yeah, and you're absolutely right. Yeah, not a major fan of that kind of stuff. I'll deal with it. It's just not to my tastes. Mary and me, Marley and me, myself, and Mary. You can make a few good movie pun titles about this show, couldn't you? I like the get ups. Pumpkinhead is probably my favourite. Yeah, the only massive thing about these amusement parks is the wait times, isn't it? Sometimes they can be so fucking long, and especially because the rides are like a minute. It's like you're queuing up for 40 minutes for 1 minute. So, a pain in the ass. Stay away from that man. And of course, the roller coaster is called Roller Coaster. Roller coaster of love. Roller coaster. Mm-hmm. Fucking hell. Get some insurance on those kids. Oh, where this just so happened to be here? Like, what happened here? Did he bring this in the boot of the fucking car? Where'd this thing come from? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Asobi. The Drogba. I've got something like the side of my eye. Just the other day, and it was 2 eyelashes. I feel like she would think, "Oh, I'm a robot. I would be able to measure how much is in that, so it wouldn't change." I don't know. Like, if I drink some of this, he'll be onto that. The fact that I'm not a robot, so she's not going to drink that. I mean, some water is what's it called? This is going to sound bad, but we should have just like sprayed over water. Sometimes it is absorbed through the skin. So yeah, should just maybe walked around one of the water rides or something. And do you guys ever go on one of those water rides at the theme park? You always got to go on those last because the rest of the time is just awful. You're just soaked. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, indirect kiss. She's been cool, but yeah, maybe he should have just walked around one of those water rides, like got her splashed. That would have been enough. We have to kill her. Get rid of the only person that knows. But yeah, I swear on those like rides I was talking about, you don't actually get too wet on the ride itself. It's when you're like near the ride or queuing up that you get the most soaked. I don't know why, but for me, those always like they were never the biggest or the fastest or anything, but they always used to be some of the most scariest as a kid. Listen to yourself. This 13, 14-year-old kid is the best match. Who's also his cousin, I'm pretty sure. The world of anime really is a different place, isn't it? Listen to yourself. A robot would be like, that's illegal. That's illegal in 100 different countries. Strangely, it's not in every country, I think. Swear to God, man, there's like something like, you guys ever see those like floaters at the side of your eyes? I swear there's something like the side of my fucking eye I keep seeing. Maybe I'm seeing things, I don't know. Let's catch. Well, it was just a bit. Oh shit! I was gonna say. I was just about to say it's just a bit of grass. Wouldn't have been too bad. That's a giant ass cliff. Why is this here? Why is there a giant ass? Like, is this not just like the worst decision ever? Right where kids are playing at a fucking theme park, you've got a giant cliff drop there. You could just die off. That is quite hard to see, honestly. You wouldn't notice there was a drop here unless you were like a couple meters from it. That's got to be a massive safety hazard. Yes, you are. But you are a kid, so that's the best time to be a brat. Oh god. See, I'm suing the hell out of this theme park if I discover this. I'm probably not, but if I was a smart person, if I was a person that would do something like that, I would absolutely sue the hell out of this. Hey, nice. She was just kind of floating about by herself, wasn't she? And what happens to the kids when you aren't here? I guess there's warning signs. Maybe the suing is. I didn't notice them, to be honest with you. Kind of, I got in a bit of trouble once. Involved some like train tracks, and we kind of got away with it because there was no signs. And then they put in some signs warning people about stuff. Probably cicada. Maynard don't seem too bad here, does he? A 10-year-old. Yeah. Became evil. Maynard number one. Maynard number one. What game is this? I've got quads. I haven't played whatever game that is, but I play quite a bit of poker. Have played it. And maybe got quads less than 10 times through what? Maybe like at least 10, 20,000 hands, I'd assume. Probably more, I don't really know. Probably more than that. Does look like a different game they're playing there though. Ooh. Who the fuck are these guys? You got more of them than the family I was talking about earlier that we barely have any screen time from. Although I guess we saw their daughter quite a bit today, to be fair. Sorry guys. Some weird... What the hell? Man, I've only ever had this like 2 or 3 other times in my life. Deja vu. Some weird deja vu right now. What the hell? About this scene specifically. I swear I've seen this like play out, not just like this, because I can't think of another show that would have a flowing robot like that. But I think it was like one of the I can't remember, like Higurashi Sotsu or something along those lines from like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't think you guys will be able to help me out because I can vaguely barely remember, but something played out just like this. It's really weird. Like there was an indirect kiss, talking about someone's drink, and then there was also an infinity thing after. And that's like a weird set of circumstances. That's a weirdly circumstantial thing. I can't think of any other anime like yeah. What the hell? Sorry, I felt just a bit strange there. I always feel really strange. The last time I got that was like 10 years ago. But I was walking home from somewhere one day, and like there was like the set of circumstances was like exactly the same. Not that it's all too different when you're walking on the way home, like the same walk every day, but like the same cars drove by, the same people walked by, and it was just like felt very strange. But I'm gonna say allegedly, but maybe that's for a reason, because it seems like the AI images are back. Unfortunately, like what happened with those? Did the budget just stop during the middle portion of the show? I thought it was maybe a reply to the backlash they got, which deservedly so. I think if you start inviting AI into mediums like anime and movies, that will be the end of anime and movies, unfortunately. Some people just watch something as long as it looks nice and such, but I care about stories from people and experiences and emotion, and you just lose all of that. So what I'm going to say here again, allegedly, maybe I feel that deja vu because perhaps some of this plot, perhaps some of this episode was maybe written by AI. Because again, this feels weirdly nostalgic. Like I've seen this before, but in a different way. But it's just like an awfully specific thing to remember like that, if you know what I'm saying. Like why would I remember something like this if it's not like almost exactly the same? But yeah, could not be the case. Maybe I'm just being delusional, but yeah, the AI images have returned, which absolutely sucks ass. One of my favorite YouTubers yesterday used an AI thumbnail, which I was really unhappy to see. Some people will question like, oh, and I get where they're coming from to an extent of like, Why does everybody hate AI so much? It's going to be a tool to be handy. Oh, you guys are AI haters, just blah blah blah. You always talk about how much you hate AI for good reason. Like I said, you start replacing one thing, you start replacing other things, and then it just spirals. Especially with these companies, it just spirals out of control. You know, these companies are greedy as fuck. They do anything for money. They'll do anything to cut costs and to take shortcuts. And I mean, if you gave like Netflix or something the opportunity to create movies fully AI without any human involvement, and for them to make money off it, I think they'd snap your hand off. I think they'd absolutely snap your hand off. And that's just talk about one company. But yeah, away from that whole side of things, was a decent episode. We'll just watch the preview, of course. The decent episode, but yeah, kind of sucks to see them back. Forgotten Marie. I mean, I'm assuming it wasn't written by AI, considering this is adapted from a manga. But surely, as well as like, I guess they'd probably have to sign off on this, the artist. But if I was a manga artist, I'm not, evidently. So who am I to say? But you imagine if someone offered you to adapt your material and then say, you know what, we're going to use AI. I wonder if they told them they're using AI. I wonder how that's gone down with the artist. I'd quite like to hear from them, to be honest with you. I might have to look it up after this, but I'd like to hear someone say, like, do you know that the adaptation of your work is being that they're using AI on that, and they're yeah, just an interesting thing. But again, pretty decent episode. Nice little theme park trip. You guys know I like my theme parks. Was pretty fun for the most part. Kind of standardish episode, just a bit of a love triangle. Well, I say love triangle, not really love triangle. Bit of a little girl wanted to like Arthur, but it wasn't actually Arthur she liked. It was his brother, which we also haven't seen too much of. That was another character I was expecting to see maybe a bit more of, but yeah, pretty fun time in general. Just again, apologies about that rant, but I'm just absolutely. I think I'm at 100%. I'm not a political guy or anything, but that is one thing I am 100% on the side of humanity for, and an enemy of AI, because it's just such a danger. I feel like, anyway, towards movies, cinema, anime, TV, anything creative, artists, anything creative. It's just like, and I don't know why it's in that area. It's like it should be used. Who am I to say how it should be used? But like people say it should be used for the gritty, nasty tasks humans don't want to do. I don't even think it should be used in those cases, because people get paid quite a lot for being like the people that work in the sewers, for example. Yes, it's a nasty job, but those people get paid well, and somebody's got to do it. And then you put AI and stuff in like jobs like that, and it's just like you're taking people's well-paying jobs. So even that I don't agree with. It should be the stuff that's impossible for humans, which I'm not sure there's an awful lot of. But yeah, if I could delete its existence, I absolutely would. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Again, probably not a place to be talking about that. Leave a like on the video though if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode 11.